It's Friday and Splat is in the house. Everybody knows what that means. If Splat is hanging out today, we must be cooking in the kitchen. This is Splat, everybody. He's my helper today. Around. Hey everybody, my name is Leslie and you are watching Lunch with Leslie at GoToKitchens.com. I need to write that right across Splat right here. GoToKitchens.com. What's up, Janie? It's good to see you. Hey, Marcy. Hey, Betty. Hey, everybody. So this week, hey, Gary, it's good to see you. This week it is, hey, Cher Bliss. Hi, hello. You love him? He's adorable, right? I call him Splat. Anytime you see Splat come up at the beginning of my periscopes, you know that I am cooking in the kitchen. That used to be like super relevant because Periscope used to only do that first image. He actually came from Sur La Table. Sur La Table, right there. But you can get them in a lot of kitchen cooking stores. But Periscope used to use that first image in your broadcast, like little image thing, and they don't anymore. And so it's kind of irrelevant, but that's okay. I used it for replay viewers, but that's okay because we all love Splat, 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 Splat. We had a naming contest, and I picked the name, and I won. Gonna get one. I know, they're adorable, right? You love Splat. Marcy has a Splat coming to her. We had a trivia contest, so I've enacted a trivia contest just sometime randomly during the week where I'm giving away things like Splat. Next week, I'm actually giving away Splat's cousins, and these are Splat's cousins, these two penguins, and that is what's going out next week in the trivia contest. So I know, aren't they cute? They're adorable. Yeah. So these are Splat's cousins, and they're going out for the holidays next week. So stay tuned all week next week. I'll just throw down a trivia question right in the middle of one of my periscopes. I know, aren't they cute? And so yes, and then I mail you a gift if you win the trivia contest. Okay, so we have been talking all week about the top 5 cancer-fighting foods, and we're going to continue that today, and we're actually going to cook in the kitchen today. Actually, I'm going to make you 2 salads today, I've decided. I'm going to make you one with some leafy greens and some sauerkraut, and I'm going to make you another one that is a carrot salad that I talked about earlier this week. So super fast, you need to win one. Yeah, you can, absolutely. I give Splats away. Yep. But yes, so let me introduce myself super fast. My name is Leslie. I have a website, GoToKitchens.com, GO2kitchens.com. Please, after this Periscope, go check it out. There's lots of great recipes. There's lots of good information. It's just kind of a fun hangout site. There is nothing for sale at Go2 Kitchens because the only thing that I want you to buy is I want you to buy into your own health. So having said all that, if you would, I'm going to ask you one time, if you would please, right down here in the corner, there is a little white ball-headed guy. If you would just touch him, that's the Perry dude. Awesome, Marcy, that's awesome. Thank you so much. Marcy, go become a VIP. There's lots happening over there. It's so much fun. So right down in the corner, just touch that little guy, share out to your followers. Let's fill this room up. Woohoo! I know, 11 followers away from 1,000. I know, I'm so close. So close. I was hoping it would happen this week, but I don't think it will. That's okay. And it's funny because I have like dedicated followers. I mean, you guys are there. I mean, you are there, and it's amazing. And thank you so much. If you're not following me, please do. If you are following me, thank you so much. Every time you share, every time you like, every time you pass around my information, you are helping me help millions of people change their lives and get into that kitchen and cook. So there you go. Thank you guys so much. Okay, so me and Splat, or Splat and I, it's because I'm friendly and fun. I am very friendly, and I am fun 99.9% of the time. There is a fraction of the time that I am not fun. That's very rare. And I have great hair. Jen, you're so funny. Bingo bongo, that's right. So anyway, so we've been talking about cancer fighting foods all week. They've been a little unconventional. They're not what you normally read. And what do you guys think about my new bangs? They're out of my face. I'm so happy about it. I'm like, no bangs hanging in my eyes. Hello. Yes, it isn't fake. No, it's totally not fake. It is totally how I am all the time. I'm telling you. It's just how I am all the time. Thank you, Jen. You're a sweetheart. So yes, so my bangs are, look, they don't even, I can shake my head and they don't even really fall in my eyes. Woohoo! Love it, love it, love it. All right. On fleek. I had to ask what fleek meant yesterday. Oh my gosh. I am such a nerd. Okay. So yes. Yeah, I couldn't stand those bangs any longer. Okay. So on Monday, we talked about cruciferous vegetables. On Tuesday, we talked about garlic. On Wednesday, we talked about apples. On Thursday, yesterday, we talked about fermented foods. And today, I'm going to give you my top 5, my last of my top 5 cancer fighting foods. And that is the leafy green. But having said all that, you cannot fight cancer by staying out of your kitchen. That's bottom line. Bottom line is, if you want to fight cancer in your body, you need to get in your kitchen and start making whole real foods. And you need to figure out what you like to eat. You need to figure out what foods that work for you. And you need to do some experimenting, and you need to play around in the kitchens. You need to play with flavor profiles. You need to get down and dirty in the kitchen and make some food. That is how you fight cancer. That is absolutely my number 1 tip, is get in your kitchen. That's how you fight cancer. All of these foods that I'm telling you about, there are tons more. I could give you 50 more foods that fight cancer. These were just some of my favorites that I tapped down this week, that I shared with you guys this week. But if you want to prevent cancer, the best way to survive cancer is to not get it in the first place. So if you don't want cancer in the first place, the first thing you need to do is figure out why you love your kitchen. And that is my mission with Go To Kitchens, is to get you guys in your kitchen, get you cooking, get you excited about eating whole real foods. Yes, get rid of those chemicals in the kitchen. I agree completely. I agree completely. All those cleaning chemicals, all that kind of stuff, get rid of that stuff. Start detoxifying. Now, this is not something that you have to do overnight. I don't want you to become queen of the kitchen or king of the kitchen overnight. This is a process. This is not an event. I'm going to say it again. This is a process. This is not an event. Your diet does not change overnight. I am 3 years into my cancer journey. December 19th coming right up. I will be 3 years into my cancer journey, and I'm learning something every single day, because if you start stressing yourself out in the kitchen, that is more dangerous than any of the food that you're not or eating. Okay. So yes, that's right. One time thing, long time journey. Absolutely. Totally agree with it. Do not stress yourself out. Make small changes over a long period of time. And then one day you're going to look back and go, holy cow, I can't believe I used to eat like that. Because everything has changed. And I like so many more foods than I used to like, because as you change your taste buds, as you start eating whole real foods and you stop eating all those chemically processed foods, your taste buds change, and whole real foods, you start craving them. Imagine, if you will, craving spinach. I crave spinach. Imagine if you will, craving red apples, or craving carrots, or craving quinoa, or craving salmon, or whatever it is. Imagine craving those things instead of craving French fries and pizza and soda and sweets. I mean, it happens. And I promise you, it takes a while to do it, but you can do it. Splat says you can do it. I say you can do it. That's right. Freedom from fast food. That would be an awesome t-shirt. I totally want that t-shirt. So we're going to talk about leafy greens today. Now then, when you're buying leafy greens, I kind of did my inspirational moment first today. What happened there? But get in that kitchen. Get in the kitchen. Fall in love with the kitchen and yourself. That comes second. Fall in love with your kitchen, and then falling in love with yourself comes very quickly after that. Please don't say cauliflower. No. I talked about cauliflower on Monday, actually. But so the last 5 foods here that I want to talk about is leafy greens. This is leafy greens here. This is a spring mix. This is just baby lettuce. It is considered a leafy green. A lot of people poo-poo away lettuce because they think, oh, well, it's, iceberg and it's not good for you. Even iceberg has some nutrient value in it. Okay. So the other thing that I like to talk about when I talk about leafy greens, this is a staple in my house. That's why I have a big giant container of it. And that is spinach. Is that right? Yeah. So yes, so spinach and leafy greens, and that's what we're going to make our salad out of today. And this is a very simple, easy, amazingly wonderful salad. So very rarely, Marcy, very, very rarely. On occasion, I do, but very, very rarely. Alcohol is actually off the table, in my opinion, and it's not something that should be done on a daily basis, ever, ever, ever. And so, you know, very rarely on occasion, I will have, you know, a glass of wine. It's typically hardly ever beer, but a glass of wine or champagne or something like that. But it is very, very rare, and never to the point where I'm intoxicated or I have lost my sense of self, ever. Not in a long time. Yes, even when I go to Vegas. What happens in Vegas stays in Vegas. So, okay. So, and we do go to Vegas. We love Vegas. I know. Woohoo. That's right. All right. So let's talk about this first salad. I'm going to move some things out of the way, which is my ingredients for my second salad. We're going to talk about the first salad. So let's move the camera just a little bit. You guys can ask me anything you want. I am telling you, I am an open book. And if I don't want to tell you, I won't tell you. If I want to tell you, there's hardly anything that I wouldn't tell you. Quite frankly, you could ask me just about anything and I would tell you. But because I live with no regrets. But you can, if you want to ask me something about my habits, please ask. Nothing is off the table with me. So that's how I live my life. I live it out in front of people. I want to be a good example. So look at what's there. Okay, a lot of you have been complaining that you don't like to eat red apples. I'm assuming that means that you don't like to do this. Yes, I do floss my teeth regularly. I do. I actually oil pull. That's a liquid flosser, but I also floss as well. Most of you don't want to eat it like this. Ha! Eat the apple. I understand it is very important. But I can understand that it can be a little pithy and weird. Pithy, I love that word, pithy. I love that word, pithy. Anyways, I know that red apples can be a little pithy and weird, so we're gonna put them in a salad today and make them they're not weird. How's that? You hate the skin? No, the skin is where all the good stuff is. Natalie, you have to eat the skin. You absolutely have to eat the skin. That is where all the good stuff is. So we're gonna use the skin. We're gonna use it all today. We're going to use it all. Actually, we're not going to use it all, but we're going to use most of it. We're not going to use the seeds. I'm going to put the core of the apple away. And it goes into, where does it go? It goes into my garbage bowl. My garbage bowl. And I bet you're wondering, oh my God, do you put that into your trashy veggie stock? And the answer is, oh my God, yes. Makes an amazing flavor. So I use a lot of my fruits in my trashy veggie stock. All right, so I'm going to dice this apple, super simple, without chopping my fingers off if I can help it. This is a very sharp knife. My knives are so sharp, I love them. So we're just going to take a nice dice into the apple. Sorry, I missed a whole bunch of comments probably. I'm sorry if I did. This is only half an apple for the salad because I'm showing you one serving. So this is for you. This is one serving. This is, oh, I just missed a big one. Hashtag trashy veggie stock. That's right. Man, I'm telling you, I just have a feeling, I have an emotion about the trashy veggie stock because of the way that I've named it that is going to make me famous one day. Everybody's going to talk about trashy veggie stock just because of the way I named it. I'm not the first one to come up with the idea. Actually, I'm the first one that I've seen to use the herbs that I use, but yes. Putting strawberry tops and tomatoes in mine too. Absolutely, absolutely. So, all right, so we have half an apple diced. You see it right there. Now we're going to take some greens. These are organic. It's important that your greens are organic. Hello, anybody know why? Why are greens need to be organic? Why do they need to be organic? We're going to put half spinach and half leafy greens. Yeah, you can. Absolutely. It's going to make it a little bit more starchy, so it's going to be a little bit thicker. Anytime you use potato peels in your trashy veggie stock, it's just going to make it the stock a little bit thicker. So you eat them. That's right. Yes, no pesticides. That's right. We don't want any pesticides. So my rule is if you eat the peel, it's no deal. And obviously we're eating these. These actually, here. Sorry. These greens actually absorb pesticides and you cannot wash it off. There's nothing you can do. So absolutely, absolutely. Apples, salad greens, everything I'm using today is organic. So yes, absolutely using that, leafy greens and spinach. So I have a big giant handful of leafy greens. I'm going to put a little more spinach in there and a big giant handful of organic spinach. I'm going to set that aside and move that bowl right here so you guys can see it. That's right, free of GMOs as well. Did you guys know that if something is organic, that it's automatically free of GMOs? How awesome is that? You don't even have to do your homework. If it's just organic, you know it's not GMO. So, hello, awesome. This is how easy this this salad is. I have my greens. I chopped up my apple, putting that right down on the top there, making it nice and pretty, although I'm going to toss it so it doesn't really matter. I'm going to use, these are shelled pistachios. You like the shape of my bowl? I know, it's like my Star Trek bowl. It reminds me of the thing that they wear on Star Trek. I have a big one too, but this is my Star Trek bowl. So crazy today. So these are just raw, actually they're not, they're salted pistachios. That's right. Absolutely, Sue, you're absolutely spot on there. Non-GMO does not mean free of pesticides. You're absolutely right. Yes, live long and prosper. Oh my gosh, I totally forgot about that. I know. Am I going to be on TV? We are determining that. We're getting there. Making decisions right now. So yes, that's all I'm going to say about that. So I'm going to use pistachios. I know you are a nerd, Natalie, and I love it. I love that you're a nerd. Okay. First of all, look at this bowl already. Now tell me that that's not absolutely gorgeous, right? I mean, just already it's Christmas. It's Christmas salad. Oh my gosh. Red and green. All right. Yeah, I know, right? That would be awesome. Yes, so nerds are cool. I agree. So this is just about, I don't know, this is what, like half a cup of pistachios. I know that seems like a lot, but pistachios are actually an amazing cancer fighter. They actually have properties that lean towards fighting prostate cancer. There's a vitamin E compound in here that is actually great for cancer fighting properties. So pistachios, hello. Yeah. Great for prostate cancer survivors or otherwise. I love pistachios too. They're one of my favorites. They're one of my favorite nuts. Absolutely love them. I like them. They're one of my favorite snacks. And you know why? Because they take a long time to eat, especially when they're in their shells. You have to take the shells off. I actually love pistachios because of that reason. Because I like the shelling prostate. I do not have a prostate. I do not, but my husband does, so yeah. Your husband is your favorite nut. That is hilarious. I love that. I think that my family is my favorite nuts, like the whole bunch of them. So, all right. So now I have sauerkraut. This is my sauerkraut. I've been eating this. This is my last jar. Actually, I have one more jar of carotito, but it's not ready yet. This is a jar of carotito. This is actually a Latin sauerkraut. So it's going to have some spices. Obviously, it has carrots in it. It has green cabbage in it. It has red pepper. It has jalapeno. It has onions. Really? That's crazy. Okay, so, but totally off topic. But that, this is a sauerkraut that I make on my own. Sauerkraut is awesome. We learned yesterday, go watch the replay. Sauerkraut is amazing has amazing cancer fighting properties. So we are powerhousing this salad. We have greens, cancer fighter, apple, cancer fighter, pistachios, cancer fighter, sauerkraut, cancer fighter. I mean, hello. Don't even give it a chance. All right, so that is about a big fat shots. I know, right? It smells good enough, that's for sure. This is about a big fat heaping tablespoon. All right, there is a lot of liquid in this too. Look at all that liquid. Oh, okay, I'll take a drink. Oh, I love kraut juice. I don't know how anybody couldn't drink kraut juice. Amazing, yummy, yummy, yummy. So there is no salad dressing on this salad. You could serve it on the table just like this without tossing it. Makes a beautiful salad just like that. I'm going to actually toss it. But this right here is actually going to serve as your salad dressing. Your sauerkraut is going to act as your salad dressing. I do have a recipe for this particular sauerkraut on my website right now. GoToKitchens.com. Look for Curatito, spelt with a C, Curatito. There's a how-to video in there even on tips on how to make sauerkraut. So you're going to scrumble this up. Now you can use more sauerkraut if you like it. If you like this more wet, if you like your salads, you know, like it has a dressing on it. I'm making a huge mess. Oh my gosh. I love it. I love it. So yes, so you could absolutely do that. Holy cow, I'm making a mess. You know what? I'm a messy cook. It's the bottom line. It's just how I roll. I am not one of those clean little pristine cooks in the kitchen. Look at, okay. Do you see the mess I've made? I know, sauerkraut dressing. It's so easy too. I'm going to put all my greens back in here that have escaped the bowl. Get back in there. Get back in there. I'm going to use my hands because I can't get to the bottom of this bowl. All right, so I have this nice dressing. So here I'm going to finish it off. Now this is optional. This is not something that some of you, I know you're dairy free and you're not going to want to do this, and this is absolutely fine. Yeah, kimchi juice is amazing. Oh, so stinky, but so amazing. But this is something that some of you are not going to want to do, and that's absolutely fine. But I have about a tablespoon of feta cheese, and I like to finish the salad off with the dairy on top, a little bit of feta cheese. It's about the only dairy that I get in my day, and I just think it's beautiful on the salad. So especially if I'm serving it to guests or anything like that, if it's part of a dinner party or anything like that, then this is how I serve it. Now I have feta cheese fingers. I'm just going to... You guys don't care if I lick them, right? I mean, nobody cares, right? You just tried, oh, this is goat feta. This is actually grass-fed goat feta right here. It's amazing. I know I'm totally licking my fingers, but this is my salad, so gotta have more protein. Yes, you could add more protein to this. It depends on what you're eating in your day. You're going to get some from the nuts. You're going to get some from the cheese. But yes, you could absolutely get some from the spinach as well. So yes. So this is actually what I would eat for a day. All right. I mean, not a day. This is what I would eat for lunch. In fact, this is going to be my lunch today, but I'm going to set it aside. It is great. It is super easy. You guys see how fast I did it. If I wasn't talking, I could have done it in like 5 minutes, and it's super fast, super fresh, super yummy. And it is a cancer powerhouse. All right. You don't ever want to get cancer. Eat some salads like this. You could put avocado in it. Absolutely. You could. Yeah, absolutely. You know what? This is what I was talking about at the beginning. Sorry, I'm eating all the pieces that fell on the cutting board. This is what I'm talking about in the beginning of all this is get in your kitchen. Find out what you like to eat. Find out the things that you like mixed together. This is what I do. I'm not following a lot of people's recipes. Typically what I do is I see an idea of a recipe and I'm like, I like that, except I would like it with, and I add my own ingredients. You could make a total veggie salad. You can make a total veggie salad and use your sauerkraut as dressing. So easy. So absolutely. Oh, you guys are, I know, it's true. It's amazing how many people don't cook. But that's not even cooking. That's like throwing stuff in a bowl. I don't even know if you can call that cooking. Really, honestly. All right, so here's my second salad. Moving on. My second salad is going to use the other half of my apple. So you could use your whole apple in that other one if you want, but I'm going to use the other half of the apple, and then I've had my apple for the day. And I'm actually going to use this salad tonight because it's better after it's set in the fridge, chilled. And this is a salad that we will have as a side, tonight. So there. Yes. And so I like it to sit just a little bit chilled. I'm going to dice my apple once again. Oh, no, I'm not dicing my apple for this one. Oh my gosh. I'm not dicing my apple for this one. This is actually a grated apple. Holy cow. Silly girl. Wrong recipe. So this one is super easy as well. No, not slicing. I'm grating it. I'm using my grater for it. This one is super easy as well. Let me get all my ingredients over here. I know it looks crazy, right? You're going to use carrots. So I'm going to use a couple of carrots. 1 carrot per person is, I know. It is almost like a slaw. So I have my microplane. This is a large microplane. It goes right in my bowl, so I'm not even using a food processor or anything. I don't even own a food processor. I just use my microplanes. So I'm just going to grade my carrot. So the rule here is just 1 carrot per person that I'm serving tonight. So it's just my husband and I. So this does not want to work. Making a mess. So I'm just going to grade that. Oh my gosh, this is the exciting part. This is the exciting part. I have to tell you, this carrot's a little wimpy. It is slightly, it's on the verge of being trashy veggie stock, I can tell you that. But that's okay. Mind your fingers as you get to the bottom, of course. You notice I did not peel my carrot. You notice there is no there. I have not removed the peeling off of my carrot. There's actually, the carrot has some bacteria that will be in the skin from the dirt that it grew in that I actually want to eat. So God made dirt and dirt don't hurt. So yes, degrader. That's awesome. I love that. You get a workout too. You love that quote, God made dirt and dirt don't hurt? I know, right? Me too. Working on it here, people. This is so exciting. Save the peels. I didn't even peel it. We're going to eat that sucker. We're going to eat it just like it is. So there. Oh my gosh. Me and my microplanes, I tell you. Maybe I need to get a food processor. I'd probably go a lot faster if I had a food processor. I mean, well, it totally would. But then I'd have to clean something else. So we're going to just stick with the microplane. This is not a good commercial for microplane, by the way, and carrots. I'm just grading my carrot. Me and my carrot. My carrot gets an A, by the way. I'm grading it. Oh, grating. I see. Never mind. All right. Yeah, this was a really sloppy carrot. Okay. Veggie stock. There you go. Goodbye. Oh no, I have to use it again. All right, so I have all this in a bowl. I made a giant mess. Look at that. Made a giant mess. Now I'm going to do my apple. Can you believe I'm going to do something else? This is just going to put little, like, apple, it's going to make the apple juicy. I know, watch the fingers. It's going to make the apple juicy, and that's going to kind of act as the dressing for this particular salad. Oh, come back here. Do not peel your apple. Now we can forget about it, that's right. Oh, dang. Come back here. This is a hot mess. I can tell you that. I'm sorry, I have to look at my grater or I'm going to get my fingers and I don't want to do that. Okay. So, apple and carrot right down in there. And I'm going to clean up my mess. You guys hang tight with me here. Now, this is a sweet salad. I know, yum, right? This is a sweet salad. Carrots are sweet. Apples are sweet. Cranberries are sweet. This is about 2 tablespoons of dried cranberry with a little bit of carrot in them. So these are just dried cranberries. That is going to go right down in the mix. Don't omit that part. It's super yummy. Don't forget it. And then I'm going to do, I did not soak these chia seeds, but I would like a little crunch in this. Oh yeah, my little bowl, my little lotus bowl. I like just a little bit of crunch. So I'm going to do about half a teaspoon of chia seeds. I keep my chias in here. It would probably be great for them to be sprouted, but they're not. And I do want just a little bit of crunch in this salad. So kind of like, think about a crouton. We like crunchy things in our salads, right? So croutons, that's why we have those. That's why we have whole big pieces of I have carrot. I have something up my sleeve. Hold on. I have something up my sleeve and it's carrot. So let me get my other microplane. Hot mess. So now I'm gonna do a little bit of orange zest on top of this just to brighten everything up. You could do nuts if you wanted to. You could do walnuts, would actually be amazing in this recipe. Should have thought of that earlier. Just gonna do probably about half a teaspoon of orange zest in this. This is another microplane that actually zests really well. I always use organic oranges. I'm going to use that orange a little later today as well. And then it's just going to get stirred up. Now then, my mom, if my mom were here, she would actually serve this in a celery stalk. So she would make little she would cut celery into little long, you know, like couple of bite pieces, and she would stuff the celery with this. I know that Marcy hates celery. Yes, you could add a little ginger. Absolutely. I'm going to give it a taste here and see if I think that it needs some S&P. You may just need a little bit of salt just to set off everything. Salt does wonders in sweet things, so. Yes, I wanted to have a little salt. So fresh and so delicious. So just, I mean, literally just a touch of salt. So you're with celery on the Marcy? Yeah, that's great. You're with celery on the Marcy. You're with Marcy on the celery. Yes, that's how my mom would serve this. All right, so this makes, when your bowl is nice and cleaned up and everything is in its place, this makes an amazing salad. And you've used the other half of your apple for the day. Doesn't look so hot and red, but you've used your other apple for the half of apple for the day. Your kids are gonna love it. With just a little bit of orange zest. Your kids are gonna love it. It's a great side salad to just about any dish. So yummy, super nutritious. Yeah. Cranberries, dried cranberries. You could omit the cranberries if you were so inclined. If you don't, it's so easy. And it looks just a little bit fancy pants. It's just slightly fancy pants. You know, like people are like, oh, what's this? I've never had that before. So yes, and you could serve this. So if you wanted to put this over some greens, it would actually be amazing. You have carrots that you need to use. Yeah, absolutely. Yeah, it would absolutely, it would absolutely be amazing just sitting on top of some greens. You know, make a nice bowl of greens and just put that right on top. You're getting tons of nutrition, even in the chia seeds, because you're actually chewing them up. You want to chew your foods, of course, all your foods, but you're getting tons of nutrition, and it's pretty, and it's just a little, again, it's just a little bit sweet, and so it appeals to people that have a sweet tooth and really knocks that sweet tooth down to a minimum. So there you go. I just want to go over super quickly the different types of leafy greens. Spinach, kale, romaine. Yes, I said romaine. That is a leafy green. It has tons of vitamin K in it. It's actually really, really good for you. Any type of leaf lettuce, baby or otherwise. I used a red apple because it has the biggest cancer-fighting properties. So we used red apples for this example, but you could use any apple that you want. Yeah. Purple kale healthier than green. I would always stick to my green veggies. Purple is great. Arugula is also awesome for you. That is considered a dark leafy green. I think, you know, Janie, I don't know the answer to that. I'm just going to go out on, I'm just going to say that. I just don't know the answer to that. Dandelions, yes, would be considered a dark leafy green. Mustard greens, Swiss chard, all of those things are considered leafy greens, and they are amazing for you. So dandelion actually as a tincture has a nice diuretic property to it. So if you're trying to get off, if you're retaining water for some reason, dandelion is actually awesome for that, especially in a tea or a tincture. Here comes Robin. Oh, shh.
And there he goes.
And there he goes. He's here and he's gone, just like that. So yes, so all leafy greens contain a high amount of carotenoids, that's what they're called. And they have, that is what gives the plant the color. It is also, it's what gives it its, your frittata's ready. Awesome. I love frittatas. So yummy. Yummy, yummy, yummy. Love frittata. It's also what gives it its color, and it also is what is help scrubbing the free radicals out of the body. So you absolutely want to be eating your leafy greens. A recommended serving for leafy greens is 4 to 8 times a week. 4 to 8 times a week, so almost daily there. 4 to 8 times a week, at least 1 cup. I can tell you that I probably eat, well, I will eat this entire, I just bought this. I will eat this entire thing of spinach probably within, because today will be the second time I've had spinach today. I had it in my smoothie this morning. I'll have it again at lunch. So I'm probably eating 2 cups a day, I would say, but 1 cup at least 4 to 8 times per week is a really great serving of spinach or leafy greens or anything like that to help with the, if you're looking for the cancer fighting properties. So if you are looking to prevent cancer or you're fighting cancer, if you're fighting cancer, you might even want to up it up a little bit more than that. So it's 1 cup raw and half a cup cooked. That would be how much I would recommend that you eat. Yes, you need to rotate your greens. You need to rotate your veggies. Absolutely. People get hung up on trying to get one thing into their diet all the time consistently. But yes, you should be eating a variety. Eat the rainbow. Eat a variety of colors. Eat a variety of different types of fruits and veggies. You know, switch it up every week. Everything, again, like I told you at the beginning of this scope, it really, the best way to fight cancer is to get in your kitchen and cook. That's the best way to do it, and cook with whole, real foods. Nothing in a box, nothing in a package, nothing in a container, nothing in a pouch, nothing in a jar, nothing in a can. Well, let's not say nothing, but let's say minimal things in that way. And cooking whole real foods, you are already 20 steps closer to cancer prevention, and probably 100 steps closer to cancer prevention just by getting into your kitchen and cooking a variety of whole real foods. So there's a lot of scare tactics out there about different types of foods right now. The only thing that I absolutely try to stay away from is I always try to buy organics. That's top of my list. I always try to buy organic, especially in produce, and it kind of trends through, and my meats, my dairies, and my produce are my top for organics. I always try to buy that. I absolutely try to stay away from anything that is GMO, although that is almost impossible if you're eating out. You're going to get GMOs. You can't help it because most restaurants do not adhere to that non-GMO type thing, so very few do. You have to ask if they do or not. So if you're eating out at all, you're getting some GMOs, but I do try to avoid them in my kitchen. I do not buy things that have GMO in them. And then the other thing that I try to do is I stay away from high fructose corn syrup. So high fructose corn syrup is, in my opinion, if you want to call something the devil, high fructose corn syrup is the devil. So it is so bad for you. The way that it's chemically processed, your body does not recognize it. It does not know what to do with it. It puts you into a sugar spiral. It does all kinds of things. So I highly recommend that you look at all your food and make sure that it does not have high fructose corn syrup in it anywhere. So yes, so that's my story, and I'm sticking to it today. You guys have been amazing. What time is it? Oh my goodness. I'm making up for that hour-and-a-half scope yesterday by doing a short scope today in the kitchen. So you guys, it was tough. It was tough for you. Yeah, good for you though. Good for you. Hi, thanks for being here. It's, again, Janie, it's a process. It's a learning curve. So yes. It's in your favorite ginger ale, high fructose corn syrup. Yep, I avoid it like the plague. I absolutely avoid it like the plague. You can find, if you like ginger ale, you can absolutely find ginger ales that are, you can find ginger ales that have real cane sugar in them. So try to seek out maybe another brand that has, or make your own. Ginger ale is actually pretty easy to make. Hey Roz, it's good to see you here today. But you can actually make your own, or seek out brands that have real cane sugar. So let's just say this, every once in a blue moon, I will have a Coke. I like Coca-Cola, and I don't have them unless I can get them with real sugar in them. And they come in bottles. You can get them. They come from Mexico and other countries. But the Cokes that come from Mexico, they actually have real cane sugar in them, and they are not high fructose corn syrup. Once in a blue moon, I mean, maybe like once or twice a year, I will have a nice cold Coke in a bottle. But that is like major, I know they are good. That is major, major treat. Now, when I talk about, a lot of people say, oh, you can't live in a moderate lifestyle. Yes, you can. You can live in a moderate lifestyle. You just need to develop it. You need to find out what it means to you. There is no set moderate diet. You can't read a book about a moderation diet. It is, what does it mean to you? What is moderation to you? For me, there are things that are off the table that I don't eat. High fructose corn syrup is probably one of the biggest ones. I'm pretty stickler on the organics. Every once in a while, I might have a piece of cake or a piece of bread or something like that. I eat meat. I eat all those things. But that's what a moderation diet is to me. It's kind of like a, I'm going to go out on a limb here and say it's kind of like having a religion. You believe what you believe, and I believe what I believe, and that's what works for me, and that's what works for you. And that's how you live a moderate lifestyle. You need to define what it means to you. If you're a vegan, it probably means that you never eat meat, but on occasion, maybe you have, I don't know, some chicken or some seafood or whatever. If you're a celiac, you'd never have gluten ever, 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 because it will start a flare and it causes a lot of problems. If you are fighting cancer in your body right now, living a moderate diet is probably not the best idea for you. If you're battling a disease right now in your body, you need to figure out what diet helps with that disease, and you need to not live in a moderate lifestyle. Once you have loved yourself healthy, once you have gotten to a point where your body is functioning like it should, and you are living a healthy life and everything is checking out and you're running along like a top, then you can start thinking about having a moderate lifestyle. But I will tell you, everything is using your noggin. Incorporate your brain when you're making decisions about your food. So I missed that comment. I'm sorry. I was on my soapbox there. I apologize. I saw family is stubborn. Morning or afternoon in your case. Yes, it is afternoon. Hi, Tanya. It's good to see you. Thanks for the shout out earlier today. I was happy to see your sweet face. So yes, so everything in moderation, maybe not, but you absolutely need to make it up for your own mind. There is no one diet that is 100% awesome for every single one of us. There's just not one. Some of us can't eat dairy, some of us can. Some of us can't eat wheat, some of us can. Some of us should never, ever, 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 ever have a Coke, and some of us can. Some of us should never eat spinach, and some of us can. I mean, it is so different for each one of you. This is why I want you to get in your kitchen, and I want you to figure out what works for you. And, trying to get in, somebody says, oh, I don't eat oatmeal, so you don't eat oatmeal. And somebody says, oh, don't eat bread, so you don't eat bread. And then all of a sudden you have all these restrictions on you, and they may not apply to you. So you need to search and find out. It's struggling getting everyone to buy into more healthy eating. Yeah, your hubby. I understand. I had a hubby like that. It's just sauces, Rotel, coconut milk. It's hard to keep stock when you go through it so fast. I know, it is. It is, Janie. And again, Janie, this is a process and it's not an event. So you just need to make slow changes. So maybe next week, you were saying it's going to be hard to do that every week to cook real whole foods. And I understand. And you've seen me pull chicken stock out of a box. So look sometimes I don't have chicken stock. Sometimes I don't have veggie stock, and sometimes it has to come out of a box. I mean, so yes, so sometimes it has to be like that. You moderation. Yeah. So, but I mean, sometimes that's just the way it is because you're really, really, really busy. So it's 68 years to get it. I know my dad is a great example here. My dad is just now, and this is a good thing too, that my dad says that, because my dad is Gary McGaw, by the way, but my dad says that, but it is true. I mean, a lot of people start making lifestyle changes in their 40s. That's typically when we start approaching what people consider middle age. We start thinking about our health. And there are some of you on here that have actually actually started thinking about your health at a younger age, and bravo for you, because by the time you are my age, you are going to have this down. It is going to be down, and you're going to know, and you're never going to have cancer, and you're never going to have heart disease, and you're never going to have those things because you have taken care of yourself. And so my dad is a great example, though. It's never too late. It's absolutely never too late to start this journey. You're never too far gone. I don't care if you're in hospice. You are never too far gone. It is never too late to start this journey. And so absolutely, absolutely. But it all starts in this crazy room in the house that we call the kitchen. I've heard some people refer to it lately, and I can't remember where I heard it, but somebody called it a command center. Somebody on here called it a command center, and I thought it was really great. That's a great way to put it. But yes, never too late. Absolutely never. Yes, proactive. Absolutely. If you can be proactive instead of reactive, reactive is good. I want people to be reactive too, but proactive is amazing. So yes, absolutely. Absolutely. So there you go. You know what? I did not even write an inspirational post this morning. Some days I have it and some days I don't. And this morning I just didn't have anything that I felt very satisfied with my post this week, and I just didn't have anything that was popping out at me. So, but the one thing that I did feel really inspired with, Chastity, right? I know. And that usually happens like in our mid 30s, early 40s. We're like, holy crap, stuff is breaking. I mean, you know, I'm having whatever's happening. So yes, it's amazing sometimes what the revelation goes off. But my revelation this morning and my inspiration this morning was, as I was writing out my scope for you guys, because I do write every scope that I do for you. I have notes. I research it. This is not just coming out here being, you know, like crazy and fun and silly like 100% of the time. This is actually researched information that I'm bringing to you guys. And I take time. I take most of my morning. I spend a couple of hours on myself in the morning, working out, just reading, doing things for myself, and then I get ready and do my scopes, and that starts at about 10:30 until I'm ready to go on with you guys. So I do about an hour and a half of just really like, nobody can bother me. Don't call me. Don't talk to me on the phone. Don't email me. I'm not going to talk to you. So thank you. Yeah. So, and that's my time with you guys, and it's super important for me because literally I want to impact millions of people's lives. I want millions of people. I want the light bulb to go off and go, holy crap, if we just get in our kitchen, then we don't have to get in our doctor's office. It's like one or the other. You can either get in the kitchen or you can get in the doctor's office. It's kind of what it feels like. It's not to that extreme. Don't take me literally there. But that's kind of what it feels like. So getting in the kitchen, you know, preparing your body for the onslaught of toxins that get us every single day is amazing. So thank you. Thank you, Juliana. I'm working towards that goal. It is a stated goal that I have. I have it all over. In fact, if you ever come to my house, it's all over my house. I want to help millions of people fall in love with their kitchen. So it's funny because I get all of these emails because I make that statement and I say it a lot different places. I get these things for home improvement. Hey, it's good to see you. I do. I get these things for home improvement. I'm going to put this back. Hey, Stacy, it's good to see you in here. But because I'm like, fall in love with your kitchen. And people automatically think, oh, that means I have a pretty kitchen. I do not have a pretty kitchen. In fact, I have a terrible kitchen, and when I do some filmings, I actually have to go out and rent a kitchen because my kitchen is so bad. I have, look at this, 1980s, look at, I'm telling you, some of you have beautiful kitchens. 1980s, these were like painted on in like 1984. I have terrible Formica blue countertops. I have horrible oak cabinets. I have fluorescent lighting in the ceiling. The only thing that I really love about my kitchen is what I can do in here. And I love this butcher block. This butcher block, actually, when I build my dream kitchen, this butcher block is, I'm going to have all my countertops butcher block because I love it. It's so cool. TV dinner kitchen. That's awesome. But it works. That's right. You make it work. You do not have to have a fancy pants kitchen to fall in love with your kitchen. I produce some of the most amazing meals ever out of this terrible kitchen. Ugly kitchen. It's a great kitchen. But I produce some amazing meals. Recipes come flying out of here, and it doesn't have anything to do with the way my kitchen looks or even the way it functions. It's just a great, I love this kitchen. I love this kitchen despite its ugliness. Because it's what keeps me vibrant. It's what keeps me healthy. So, I mean, at 45 years old, I am more healthy and more vibrant now than I've ever been in my entire life. And so it's my favorite place. It's my favorite place in the house. Actually, I really like my bed too. My bed is probably my favorite place in the house. Actually, we have a fabulous bed, so I love my bed. But and sleeping is important. Everybody knows you got to sleep. So absolutely, sleep is one of the pillars of health, in my opinion. So, so next week, what's coming up next week? You should all be asking, what's coming up next week? What are we doing next week? Are you ready? Next week, we're gonna do like the 5. Yes, good. That's awesome. I love that. Yeah, what's coming up? What's up next week? Next week, I'm going to be in the kitchen almost every day with you guys. And I am going to be cooking up some holiday treats for you. So we're going to make some candy. I'm going to teach you how to make a couple of appetizers so that if you're going to holiday parties and things like that, you can... Good. So you can, if you're going to holiday parties or something like that, you can absolutely take your own appetizer with you, so you can stay on track with your diet, and you know what's there, that there's something there that you can actually eat. So I'm going to make some candy. I'm going to show you guys how to make peppermint patties next week. I'm going to show you how to make some meatballs with a cranberry sauce that is to die for. I actually made them in a scope on Sunday, but I'm going to remake them next week. They're turkey. They're so good. Oh my gosh. Yeah. So we're going to do that. And then I have some other kickers in the works. I'm going to show you how to do like a feed a giant crowd type thing. So like in a crock pot, I'm going to teach you how to do that. And without, going through a lot of hassle and spending all your time in the kitchen, because holidays are coming up. We have a lot. It's awesome. I use Dr. Josh Axe. Dr. Josh Axe's collagen. I'll show you. Hold on, and you can screenshot it. I do want you guys to be a little careful with collagen. But this is what I use. It's a collagen protein. It is an animal product. It's a product. It's a whey product, but it is infused with basically bone collagen. And so yes, yeah, you can screenshot that. Dr. Josh Axe. If you are not following Dr. Josh Axe, there's his name. So draxe.com, you should go check him out. He is, love Dr. Axe. He is, I think it is whey. Yes. Hold on. I think I read that somewhere. Contains no milk. Oh no, it doesn't. Milk, eggs, fish, shellfish, tree nuts, wheat, peanuts, and soy. Contains no added. So it's not in there. Yeah. There is really not a whole lot. Protein, sodium. I don't know what kind of protein it is. Gosh darn. I knew it one time. You can go on his website and read about what kind of protein it is. Yeah, you use Great Lakes. Yeah, I use this probably a couple times a week. Yes, this is an animal product. Yeah, you see the cow on the front from grass-fed sources. Actually this is from pasture-raised cows, which is even better than grass-fed. So pasture-raised cows is actually the kind of beef that you want to look for as well. But yes, it is an animal product, and I'm pretty sure that it has some whey in it. So it is not something I use on a regular basis. I use it a couple times a week. The other protein powders I use are hemp and pea protein. That's the major source. And I use another type of whey isolate every once in a while. So yes, but collagen is great. It's great for the skin. It's great for the nails. It's great for your joints. It's great for your organs. You have to think about all of your tissue in your body has collagen in it. And so yeah, so collagen, and as we age, we lose it. And that's why your skin gets saggy, and that's why your arms get saggy and your butt and all those kinds of things, is because we lose that collagen. It's mostly the skin, actually, not the muscles, but it can affect muscles as well. So No baggy saggy, right? I know, totally. Oh my God. Yeah. Do not want the baggy saggy, that's for sure. So, all right. I think I'm outie. So join me next week. It's going to be a lot more fun. I know cancer is a heavy topic. I know when we talk about it that I don't get like, you know, tons of viewers and tons of comments and tons of everything because it's a heavy topic and a lot of people don't want to face the fact that one in three are getting cancer right now. And so I want to start a movement that changes that statistic, and I want it to change to, like, you know, by instead of 2020 being 1 in 1, so half of the population, instead of that happening, I want to change it where it's like 1 in 5. I mean, in 5 years, let's see it change. Let's see it transition to 1 in 5 just by the food that we're putting into our body, that less of us are getting cancer. And it's just because of the movement of eating healthy and taking care and paying attention, being mindful of our bodies. I use this analogy a lot. A lot of you have heard me say it, but here's my analogy. If you only got one car, if you got a car when you turned 16 years old, when you got your driver's license, and you knew that that was the only car you were ever going to get, and that you had to drive that car until you were well into your 80s, from 16 to 80, all right? Thank you. Thank you so much. That's really sweet, Abe. But you know, you had that one car for your entire life, and that was the only car you were ever going to get. You would baby that car. You would make sure that it stayed in the garage. You would make sure that you got oil changes. You would make sure that it stayed clean. You would make sure that it did not get, you know, too much exposure to chemicals that would make it rust and corrode. You would baby that car to death because you know. That's funny that I just said that, but you would baby that car because you know that that's the only car you're ever going to get. Now think about that in terms of your body, because that is the reality. From the time that you were born, from the time that you were conceived in the womb until you die, that is the only body that you ever get, and you don't get second chances. When that body gives out, it's done. You don't get another one, and it's over. It's over. And so maintaining and taking care of that temple and that body should be top priority for you. It should be number one, absolutely gonna take care of it. Nothing else matters. You know, it comes first. And when you put your body first, then you have more energy to take care of all the other people in your life. And you can think about their bodies then. But Marcy, yep, that's right. That's right. If you fix what's broke, it will last forever. That's right, Dad. But Marcy made, I don't think she's on here anymore, but Marcy made this beautiful analogy. She was talking about her diet. If you guys aren't following Fit Mouse Marcy, please follow her. She's on a really cool journey. She's been she's been a vegetarian for 6 months, and she's trying to convert over to vegan, and she's making slow changes in her life and on a weight loss journey as well. And she's just everything's from the heart, and it's beautiful. Please follow her, Fit Mouse Marcy. She's not here right now, or she would already said something, but please follow her. I just love her to death. She's just amazing, and I would love for her to see her get a huge crowd of people around her. Yes, Marcy is awesome. So she is a gorgeous person. I totally agree. Yep, she's a sweetheart. So Marcy is on this journey, and she made this analogy the other day that I just thought was so brilliant I could hardly stand it. And she said, you know how when you're on the plane, she was talking about, she had opened her freezer and there was some little mini pancakes in there, and she's like, I know, mini pancakes, and yes, I feed them to my kids because it's easy and it's what they want to eat, and I do feel guilty about it, but I have to change myself first. And then she said, and I thought this was so brilliant, she said, you know how when you're on the plane and they tell you when if the oxygen masks deploy that you're to put your mask on you first and then help others around you? That's what I'm doing. And I just was like, oh my God. It almost brings tears to my eyes. It was just so brilliant and so profound. I don't know if Marcy came up with that or whatever, but it was just so brilliant and beautiful, and it was so heartfelt. And I thought, my gosh, it's so true. You have to fix what's wrong with you first, or help yourself first, and then you can help others around you. Then you can shine your light to the rest of your family and say, hey, you know, and when they start noticing, God, you have a lot of energy, or Jesus, you look hot, what's going on, you know? when that's going on, or man, you've lost a lot of weight, or whatever it is, or you're glowing, you know, whatever it is, they start noticing, then you can start sharing your journey with people. But make sure you understand your journey. Starting a lifestyle is very important that you know what your journey is and know how to start your journey. So it's just so important that you just don't go out there going, oh, well, I'm gonna be vegan. And then all of a sudden you're not gonna eat meat anymore. Okay. You need to determine why you're going to be vegan. You need to understand why it is that you want to be vegan. And once you make those decisions, and if you're still firm in that decision, then you can start making changes. But just to have a knee-jerk reaction to something and say, oh, I'm doing this, is not, you're going to fail. So you need to understand why you are on this journey. Figure out what your goals are. State your goals. Put your goals on your refrigerator. Put your goals on your phone. Make them hashtags. Whatever they are, make it part of your daily routine, and then you will start to affect change, not only in yourself, but in your household. I'm just sitting here by my carrots, like, they're just sitting here with me. I'm like leaning in, like, so anyway, me and my carrots. So, some carrots, that's right. Some carrots. Yes, it looks funny too because of those little cranberries in there. I know. All right, you guys, I love you. I will see you back on Monday. I have to tell you, I will not be scoping a lot this weekend. I may just pop in for quick scopes just to let everybody know that I'm still alive and well. But there is not going to be like marathon scopes like there was this past weekend with all the cooking and all that. I actually have to focus down. I have very, 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 very busy month coming up between now and the end of January. So a month and a half. It is crazy nuts busy. And so, yes, thank you so much. Yep, thank you for being here. And so I will not be scoping a lot this weekend, but I'll be back on Monday. We'll be in the kitchen all week next week. I swear, I'll make it up to you. We'll be in the kitchen all week next week making amazing holiday recipes that are good for you. Wait till you try the peppermint patties. You're going to love me. You're going to love me. They are so good, and they're actually good for you, which is crazy nuts, but it's true. The candy, I know, they're not like super easy to make. Like you don't want to like whip them out all the time, but you can make a huge batch of them. So I know they're going to be so good. I'm going to make you wait till Friday next week. No, I'm kidding. I'm not going to tell you what days I'm doing certain things. So you have to watch every day. I'll tell you. You know, I always tell you. So most of you watch every day anyway. Don't make us wait. I know. Yeah, the closer we get to Christmas, the more I want to show you these things. So I know. Mean girl, that's me. All right, so you guys go out and have an amazing weekend. Do something with your family. Get outside. Enjoy your time off if you have time off. Enjoy the clean air. Enjoy, looking into your children's eyes and knowing that they are a product of something that you made. How amazing is that? Look into your husband's eyes and know that you have an everlasting love and that you are dedicated to what you guys are doing together. Yes, get outside, get into nature, take your shoes off, walk in the grass. That's always a good thing to do as well. And I will be back here next week, noon Mountain Time, Lunch with Leslie. If you've not checked out Go-To Kitchens, go check it out. So, one last commercial. Don't leave. One last commercial. January 14th at 3 p.m. in San Francisco at the Periscope Summit. Myself and the Digestion Doc, Dr. Christine Kazmar, are organizing a get-together. If you are going to the Periscope Summit, you're a health and wellness, or you're a fan, or whatever you are of one of our scopes, please, vote for Robin, right? Please make plans to be there early enough to join us at 3 p.m. on the 14th of January. And we will announce a place. I know, I wish you were going too. You should go. It's going to be a lot of fun. I've heard that there's $100 tickets floating around. Hello. Oh, well, don't you worry. Christine and I are actually writing. She's coming here to Colorado, and we're trying to get Lenny to go with us. And it's going to be me and Christine and Lenny. And Christine's already like, we have to scope on the plane. And we have to scope in the airport. Oh, and we have to. And I'm like, oh my gosh, it's going to be nuts. It's going to be nuts. You guys are going to be getting like midnight scopes from the girls' dorm, like crazy town, because we're staying together. It's going to be nuts. So you bought a ticket? Awesome. It was $249. I know. I heard there were some $100 tickets floating around. I don't know. Yeah, I bought a ticket too. Mine was $249 too. So Lenny too. Yeah, I know. Well, we're trying to get Lenny to go. We're like begging her. So yes, but right now it's just Dr. Christine and I. So yes, but we are organizing an event. I don't know where yet, Donna, but we will have details out for you guys very soon. Christine is working on a venue. I know $100 is cheap. We are working on a venue right now. As soon as we have that information, you guys will have it. So you got to prepare. Oh my goodness. Yes, you should. Absolutely. Yes, because there will be no sleeping. So that would not be good for the half marathon. Yes, but I will let you know, Donna. Donna, you can email me too, or go to go2kitchens.com, send me an email, or connect with me on Facebook, and I'll have details there. I'll put it in the VIP page. Dr. Christine will put it in the Healthy Surrender page. So there will be information floating around everywhere. Plus, we'll probably be scoping about it here, where and when and where. But I just want people to save that date and make sure that you're there by 3 p.m. Because the Periscope Summit starts at 7. So we're going to roll out at 3, take a little break, and then go to the summit. So maybe we can all roll in together like a big posse, like a big healthy posse. So all right, so you guys have a great weekend. Love ya, and I will see you back here on Monday. Go2kitchens.com. Go become a VIP. It's easy, it's free, and there's nothing for sale. All right, love you guys. Bye.